of that football. This is the watch along for Chelsea versus Southampton. It's the FA Cup semi-final. It should be an absolute cracker. Both these teams have had pretty dodgy seasons, haven't they? Southampton look like they're going down. Chelsea, a bit dodgy this season as well, aren't they? In 5th at the moment. Could be looking to go into 6th as well. There's no sound. Now there's sound. There we go. Hello everyone, sorry about that. There we go. Yeah, no, I fixed it now. So welcome everybody. What I was saying is Chelsea, Southampton both had bad seasons this season. Southampton, like I said before, the sound was bad. Southampton look like they're going down. Chelsea, they're in 5th. They could be going into 6th as well. So for both of these sides, this is the only sort of chance of glory and any sort of success this season. I have turned the volume up, guys, I believe. So hopefully it's okay now. Yeah, how's everyone doing? Yeah, people, yeah, it's good now. Yeah, I knew it was good now. I was just waiting for you guys to react. The team news came out a little while ago, so I shall read that out for you guys. It is, I haven't actually, this is the first time I'm looking at it, by the way. I've just got in. Is it too loud now? Jesus, I'll just turn it down. There we go. Right, that might work. So for Chelsea, it is Caballero in goal. They play at 3 at the back, which they always do, obviously. Aspilicueta, Cahill and Rudiger make up the back 3. Moses on the right. Palmieri at left wing. Don't know who that is. Sorry, but I don't know who that is. Fabregas and Kante as there's 2 central midfielders. Willian and Hazard are in behind Giroud. So Morata has been dropped. Yeah, guys, hopefully the sound's okay now. I think it has been fixed. Is it too loud? I can turn it up or down regardless of what you guys want me to do. I'll just quickly talk to you guys in a minute just after I read the Southampton team. For Southampton, McCarthy in goal, Bertrand, they're the back 5. So we've got Bertrand, Bednarak, Yoshida, Hoot and Suarez. That's the back 5. It's not making it any easier for me, is it? Højbjerg, Romeu and Lemina make up the midfield 3, with Long and Austin make up the front 2. So look, they're going to be both fighting for it. Like I said, this is the only chance of success that either of these sides have. They've both had dire seasons. And personally, as a United fan, I'm very interested to see what happens because I'll take both of them in the final, if I'm honest. How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? It's not loud. That's Sanders' normal... Oh yeah, no, it is my normal volume. Yeah, this is fully my normal volume. I was on the United stand yesterday and people were saying, who's this mug? He's got to calm down. I was like, if you think I've got to calm down there, you've not seen me on That's Football. And it's true. Guys, get commenting. How do you think today's going to go? I'll give my little prediction. I think personally, you've got to go with a Chelsea win, don't you? Although it wouldn't surprise me to see a shock. FA Cup, it's the magic of the cup, etc. But Southampton have been very poor this season. They played each other a couple of weeks ago, Chelsea and Southampton, and Chelsea won 3-2. Southampton were 2-1 up, though, I do believe, at one point. So, look, it's going to be interesting. I'm going with a 3-1 Chelsea win. Let me know what you guys think. Well, I'm interested. Louise says, no, Sander, we want Chelsea. Yeah, I think Chelsea would be, I'll be honest, fairly easy in the final from a United point of view, although I don't want to jinx it. Pardon me. I just had a bit of food. Tinto Verano, if you guys know what that is in Spain. Daz's football stand. No, I'm not doing Skype today, pal. Let me just shut this down. It's probably using a fat bit of CPU. Yeah, good. How are you? I'm doing well, mate. I'm doing well. Button up that shirt. Don't want to see your bird chest. Lol. Red. Can you see it's broken? I want to button it up. Basically, I went out. And in Spain, everyone's like, oh, very tranquilo, very relajado. Do you know what I mean? Very relaxed. So I went out like this. I thought it would do. But then on the stream, I've literally just got in. So I've still got the timer running from when I was testing it out. So unfortunately, I can't button it up. Sorry about that, pal. Lost last FA Cup final to Chelsea. Did we? I thought we beat the last FA Cup against Crystal Palace. So I don't quite know what you're talking about there, pal. I want Southampton to win because their squad is weaker and that will be easier for United to get glory. I'd agree with you, mate. Although, from a United point of view, I don't make it, obviously this is a generic football channel, but, from a United fan point of view, you want Southampton because you want an easier tie, but you also want Chelsea because it would make it more exciting and it would make it more of a fight. And if you win it against Southampton, people go, oh, it was only Southampton, it was an easy run you had. Yeah, shut up. But, like, if you get Chelsea, they could, you know, there's no excuses. We beat Chelsea, we beat Spurs. It's, you know, that sort of thing. So, it's a bit of a, it's a difficult one. 2007 final, 1-0, Old Trafford, Chelsea. Yeah, but you can't compare that to Chelsea sides to this Chelsea. This Chelsea side is they're just a bunch of mugs, aren't they? Panko says he wants Chelsea. Guys, what do you think is going to happen then today, lads? And ladesses, if we've got any women, which I hope we do, because get involved. I need all the subscribers I can get, if I'm honest. But yeah, no, let me know what you guys think. How do you think it's going to pan out? No Morata. What's your thoughts on that? You know what I mean? Get involved. I want to hear your comments. We've got a little while till kick-off. I say that. We've got 10 minutes until kick-off. George Carl, he's good. George Carl's good. George, I saw in the comment, you guys don't think I'm watching, but I am watching the comments before I go live. George Carl said that he could do a better job than me presenting. I want to see that happen, George, pal. I've got my bottle of water because I'm dehydrated. Southampton 2-1 thinks Kieran Ryan. Interesting. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? It would be. Jay Hart says, not bad. Been a long week, but great weekend so far. I'm presuming you're a United fan, Joe. Why do I always call you Joe Hart? Your name could be Jake. It's just, yeah. But, yeah, good. Brilliant. I've had a good weekend as well, mate. I'd rather beat Chelsea to win the FA Cup. That's from Red Jedi. It would make it more emphatic, I think. Your hairline is offside. You're not wrong there, Pankaj. Matthew says, this Chelsea team is the worst one in years. Too many average signings. No ambición. Why did I finish that in Spanish? I don't know. But I'll have to agree with you. This Chelsea side, let's run through that team again. Let's have a little run through. Caballero, I know it's usually Courtois, but he'll be off in the summer to Real Madrid. Caballero, I mean, if you're over the age of 18, which I'm not, but let's say I am, I've seen him in some dodgy films before, if you know what I mean. Hashtag Johnny Sins. Azpilicueta, he's a good player. Cahill, bit dodgy, isn't he? Rudiger, he was good for Roma, but I haven't seen a lot of him at Chelsea. He hasn't really shown anything fantastic. They've not been good defensively this season. Moses, go back to Wigan, mate. Fabregas, someone get him a pension. Kante, fair, he's a good player. Who's Palmieri? I don't know who Palmieri is. Willian, good player. Hazard, down tools. He's inconsistent. And Giroud, model. He's not a footballer. He's a part-time footballer, full-time model, isn't he? He's no homo, because, you know, if you're into that sort of thing, that's fine. If you're into that sort of thing and you're of that sort of orientation, that's fine by me, you know. But it's not for me. But I can say he's a good-looking guy. So yeah, it's not a very good Chelsea side, is it? Are you going to show the match? Wonga, you'll have to stay and find out. No, we're not, mate, but I need the viewers to stay. Knew I recognised Caballero from somewhere. It's just true, isn't it? It's just true. Yeah. Chelsea has no midfield. This is true as well. This is true. Morata is a 15-goal-a-season striker. Always will be. Always has been. 6 out of 10 at everything. Before he came, though, he smashed it. I remember him doing fantastic at Real Madrid when he did play. Juventus, he was very good as well. I just don't know what's happened. I think maybe he needs another summer to go away, come back and work hard. I'm not sure he's going to get into the Spanish side. I don't think he will. So he's got that free. He can start pre-season early and start really working on it, which I think is something he'll have to do. Reset, okay, that wasn't a good season, but I was settling in and now we kick on from there. That's the sort of mindset that I think Morata has to have to be a success at Chelsea. Giroud is a super sub. He shouldn't be your number one option. Alex Rudd, agreed. 100%. Like I said, part-time footballer, full-time model. He's not... Yeah, like exactly how you say. He shouldn't be your number one. He's fantastic off the bench. I remember last season, him coming off the bench against United, and I think it was in the 83rd minute he scored. He always does that. He's fantastic off the bench, but as your number one, he's not quite, I don't know, he doesn't stretch the defence, does he? Spain will play Isco and Asensio instead of Morata, and so they should. That's from George Kyle. Matt of Darlow says, quadruple next season. Don't know who you support, but no, whoever it is, because quadruple is just, yeah, no. Esports United, it's not happening. Spain will play Torres instead of Costa. Spain will play me instead of Costa. Instead of, what's his name? Alvaro. The physicality of the league is what he has gone against him. Has everything else, a.k.a. Morata. Mate, I saw him take a shot and it went out the stadium last week. I don't know how much he can finish either. I think when you're just any player, he's sort of in that rut, isn't he, Morata, where you've lost your momentum. You've sort of got a momentum of negativity almost. You get your head down and nothing seems to be coming off. Everything's just unlucky. You don't want to, you know what I mean? It's just sort of falling into that. That's why I think over the summer, he goes away, comes back, and yeah. Oh, we've got the water, Tiny Mario. Tiny, why are you tiny, Mario? I'm not insinuating anything, but probably go have a little look at that. But, agua, it's muy bien para tú. I'm joking. It's good, though. It's good. Stay hydrated. Like, if you agree that we should stay hydrated. I do. Arnautovic, what a goal. On as if West Ham are 1-0 up against Arsenal. Like I said, I just got in. My phone's got no SIM, so I've not been checking the football scores. So I've just got in. I saw it was Arsenal 0-0 at half-time. So has Arnautovic just scored? That'll be fantastic. King Drogba. Drogba. I mean, it's a plosive sound that we can all, interpret in different ways, the B. But he reckons it'll be Chelsea 4-1. I presume there's a slight bias there, King Drogba, but fair play. Chelsea 4-1. Look, Southampton have been very, very poor. The points in the Premier League, their points tally suggests that. And, over the last few seasons, over the last 10 years, I'd say, they've sort of gotten lucky where they've found fantastic youth, brought them up to be very good, sold them, and then found fantastic youth and brought them up again. And that's sort of been able to keep them in the Premier League. But you can't do that forever. And I think now is the time where they're struggling and they're not a very good side. What channel is it on? It is on BT Sport, BT Deportivo, La Coruña. I hope Southampton win. Fair play. Mas Man Unido. Blue or red? 1-1 Arsenal West Ham. Fair. Sander, haven't seen you since City were founded 2008. I mean, I was 8 then. I wasn't about on YouTube. I probably was about on YouTube. Imagine little 8-year-old me. Hi guys, welcome back to That's Football. When I was 9, 2009, I cried when Ronaldo left. I did. I really did. It is 1-1 between Arsenal and West Ham. Who do you think will succeed Arsene? Please reply. Annie Academy. There's your reply, pal. I think Luis Enrique. I do. I think Luis Enrique, and I think he'll be a good signing. I think it will take time, and they need to stick behind him. Give him time. But I think he's a good manager. We'll have to wait and see. I think there's a lot of rebuilding to do there. It's going to be difficult because Arsene Wenger's ingrained in every single nook and cranny of that club. And so for him to then go out of it and a new manager come in, it's going to be a shock to the system. So I think you're going to see a sort of decline like United's, although United's went from 1st to 7. I mean, Arsenal can't really go any lower. So you might not see a decline. You might just see them stay the same. I'm 17, Luke, mate. George Carl cried when he was 19. Mate, I was 9. I would cry now if we had Ronaldo and he left. Teams are coming out. Joe Hart reckons it will be Brennan Rodgers. My birthday is October the 3rd, so beginning of next season. Cried when Fergie left. Thing is, all that sort of, like when Fergie left and all that sort of stuff, I know I was 13, but like, it's only for the last 4 years since I turned 14, I've been watching every game. I was a United supporter before, but when you're young, you can't sit for 90 minutes. You just get bored and irritated, and I just wanted to go out and play it. So it's only since since Louis van Gaal, bit of Moyes as well, that I've been watching vigorously every day. Mate, having fantastic highs when we win and crying when we lose since sort of 4 or 5 years ago. Teams are out. Should be kicking off any minute. I've got a timer, but I will be about two. What am I talking about? 20, 30, if not a minute behind you guys. So if you want to sync up with me and go watch the game as I'm watching it, I'll start the timer when I see the game start. And so you can pause your TV and sync up with me. If you can't watch the game, don't worry. Just stick around. I'll be giving my live reactions and opinions. Get involved in the comments. And just have a bit of debate as well. If you can watch it and you'd rather just have me on just as a bit of fun, that's cool as well. So it depends on how you guys want to do it. Unfortunately, if you guys are new, we cannot show the game. I think that's sort of common knowledge now, but I will explain it one more time. It is illegal. We will get a copyright strike. The stream will get taken down. It doesn't benefit anyone. So yeah. So that's sort of. I'm going to say that once, and if anyone asks, I'm going to leave it over to the moderators, George, Kyle, Snaps, whoever's in the comments, Matthew, to explain it to them. New Premier League season starts on my 21st. Hopefully we'll have a home game. Yep. New birthday. But guys, here's a little schedule for you. Me and Mark will be like slaves to That's Football over the summer because I'm going to be doing a daily transfer show every evening during the transfer window, apart from like a 10-day gap. But that's because I'm going to see my girlfriend. And then we're going to be doing literally like a watch-along a day with the World Cup. It's going to be that vigorous. Watch-along a day. It's going to be absolutely mad. Stay tuned. Get subscribing. How many subscribers, man? 27,258. Can we get 27,300 today? If we could, that'd be absolutely fantastic. If we hit 27,400 subscribers today, which I don't think we'll do, but I will do a little sing-song for you. I'll probably do a sing-song anyway, but I've just got to set you a goal because it's more fun that way. World Cup as well. Yeah. World Cup. I'll be doing the World Cup, mate. Me and Mark pretty much every day, and then obviously as the rounds progress, it'll be slightly less. What's it called? Condense. But yeah, we've got VAR today. Piss off VAR. I hate it. Hazard levels doing all right. That's why I was today. I was just out doing photography. Come on, Southampton. That's from Stephen Owen. Are you a Southampton supporter? The kickoff is imminent, chaps. I'm interested to know, who do you guys support? I'm sure that we've got a few. I'm sure we've got a lot of United fans over from the United stand. But if you support Chelsea or Southampton, get it in the comments. If you support United, don't comment because I don't want to know. But if you support Southampton or Chelsea or another side other than United, I'll be interested to know. The United are full-time Devils. Don't ask silly questions. We've kicked off, as you can see on the screen. Sander, what time is it in Spain? It's midnight here in Australia. It's 4 p.m. here, or 1 past 4 now. Shout out to Leia Morris on holiday in Spain, Madrid, skydiving. Wow, Leia Morris. Here's to you, Leia Morris. We hope you have a nice holiday. Hey, here's to you, Leia Morris. Let's hope your parachute opens or else you're dead. Sorry, that's a bit too far. I took that too far. Anyway, we have kicked off. I am very odd. Guys, don't take me too seriously. I like to have a bit of banter. So have a laugh. Get involved. 40 seconds in, or 47. Chelsea got the ball. VAR, well, I'm a neutral, so from my point of view, it'd be cool to see VAR throw a little salt in the mix, salt bay it. But, yeah. Marshall Madness, how you doing? What's happening? Well, in the game, Southampton have just lumped it up. Chelsea have got rid. It's been sporadic. Southampton don't seem to want to commit any men forward, really. They're not pressing high. They're going to be sitting back. It's going to be a defensive team from what I can see so far. A back five, then in front of that, a back, was it 4? I don't know. What programme is the game on? It'll be on BT Sport in England, but I'm sure you can get it around the world on different channels. But I'm watching it on BT Sport, even though I'm watching it in Spain. Make your own mind up how I'm doing that. The singing is brilliant and cringe at the same time, B. It's true, isn't it? But I don't take it too seriously. I just have a little boogie, do you know what I mean? Man supports Southampton. Brilliant. That's good, mate. Well, I'm rooting for you almost, mate. How do you think you can win this game? Guys, that's something we can get in the comments. How do you think Southampton can break down Chelsea? What do you think their main thing is? Obviously, they've got Long up front, quite a pacey little player. Charlie Austin as well. Is he playing? I think he's playing. Hashtag wet lettuce, our what boys. I mean, wet lettuce all the way. I've given... I mean, now Matt Ovdalo's getting a bit needy. I've sung a little song for Leia Morris. December TV says, very bad commenting, bruh. Bruh, what do you want me to do even better? Like, we're 2 minutes into the game, nothing's happened. I've got to talk to you guys. I've got to talk about the game a little bit. But if I literally sit here, this is what you want me to do. Conte's doing that at the moment. They've got a throw in here, Chelsea. They've thrown it in. He's trying to beat his man. He plays it to Giroud. Giroud loses it. They win it back. Fabregas plays it into Kante. Kante's running. He plays it out wide. Bit of a heavy touch. Do you know what I mean? Like, if I just commented on the game the whole time, it'd be boring. So I've got to talk to you guys as well. I've got to talk about the game as well. But Chelsea have just got a hold of the ball. Southampton, you know, just having men behind the ball. Going to stay very compact, I presume, and trying to hit them on the counter-attack. Maybe from a set piece is where they're hoping to attack as well. And to, yeah, very good. So at the moment, it's very stale, I'd say. Chelsea hold of the ball. Southampton sitting back. Sander, where is the coke, mate? Jesus, snorted it all last night. That's a joke. That's a joke. I just don't know. I was on the water. I'm trying to drink a lot more water at the moment. So I have one of these at least a day. So, yeah. Southampton to pull off a shock. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, Jesus Christ. Shit. Basically, I'm dying here. I feel a bit ill, by the way, guys. I feel a bit ill, but I'm trying to be upbeat for you guys. But on the, what are you saying? Oh yeah, Southampton shock. From what I've seen, they've been very conservative. They've been sitting back a lot. They're going to try and defend and nick a goal. Hazard shoots very, very close. Didn't quite get on target. Just went over the bar, but just showing there that if you want, basically what Hazard's saying there, if you guys want to sit back, I'll just shoot from outside the box and test you there. It was very close. Not that far off. That could have been 1-0. Jesus. I'm dying here. Hey, Sander, what's your favourite genre of music? I don't really have a genre. Oh, good, Sander. Southampton winning won't be too much of a shot. I mean, it will be. They're going down, Alex. Do you know what I mean? They're going down. Nikan, you can't put in your live streaming links, pal. Someone, George, time him out. Or no, just delete the comment. Then we've got a bit of lag. Okay, it's back now. Delete the comment, and then if he does it again, time him out. If he does it again, ban him. Guys, if we've had no lag as such far. But if it does happen, we might get a bit of audio-visual delay. So I do apologise if that does happen, like it did about 2 seconds ago. So if that does happen, just stick with it. It will get better. I've been trying to sort it. I can't find the reason for it. I'm not sure whether it's my CPU. I'm not sure whether it's not the Wi-Fi. I know it's not the Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi is mad. I've got mad Wi-Fi. I know that for a fact. So I'm not sure what it is down to. My laptop or I don't know. So yeah. Sebi, chance for Southampton. I haven't seen it yet. I'm 5 minutes into the game, coming up to 6 now. Well, yeah, I'm just seeing it come forward here. It was a shot. Hardly a chance, mate. That from Austin. He shot, but he was about 5 metres wide of the goal. Sander, you should get bald. I mean, I'm going bald. I don't know what you're implying there, pal. Sanchez, FA Cup hero. Yeah. Time Nabili out. Show us the game. I can't, pal. I can't do that. But Chelsea coming forward here, out to Willian. What can Willian do with it? Shoots! Crossbar. Very close. There was a chance there for Chelsea. Opportunities, mate. Opportunities. We've got a little bit of lag now. I don't know what that's down to. It's not like buffer lag, but it's like audio-video delay. I tested it for around an hour before we went live this morning, and it was fine. Now go live and that's football. For some reason, it struggles. I don't know what is on, but yeah. Bar, yeah, Willian hit the bar. It was close. Chelsea have been by far the better side so far. Southampton been sitting back. Chelsea have just been pushing on. They've had a majority of the ball. No clear-cut chances created thus far, but regardless, they've been the best side, haven't they? It is on BT indeed, pal. It is. Do I want to win? I don't care, mate. I don't care. I'm fairly neutral. Sander, what's wrong with the lag delay? Are you guys not getting that? Because I'm getting a lot of audio-visual delay. Favourite United player, Sander? Mine's Rashford. Eric Bailly for me, mate. I think if he wants, not only in terms of quality, I think if he stays fit and can gain a bit of momentum, then I think he can be one of the best centre-backs in the league, but I also just like his personality. And from what I've seen of him, he's very, very funny, and he's just a nutcase, isn't he? Diving into tackles, put his whole body behind the ball to stop a goal. So I like that. I like that. Do you think that Roma can beat Liverpool in the semi-final? Yeah, they will beat. No, Liverpool. No, I think Liverpool will go through. Come on, you Blues, says Alex. Well, you've been best so far. You've hit the bar. Hazard's shot was very, very close as well. Coming up to 10 minutes into the game, you could have had 2 goals. But thing is, with Southampton, they're defending, right? They're defending, but they're sitting back and they're trying to be very compact, but they're not doing very successfully. You know, Chelsea seem to be slicing through them fairly easily. They're not posing much of a problem towards Chelsea. So it's been fairly simple so far for Chelsea. No clear-cut chances created, like I said, but Chelsea by far the better side in the first 10 minutes. Hey, Sana, do you have a job? I'm at sick form at the moment, Christopher. The thing is, I don't want to get a job because if I was to get a job, I'd have to do weekends, right? Because I can't do after school. I could do after school, but I need to do homework, that sort of thing. So I'd have to do weekends, which is when I'd have to do That's Football streams and stuff like that. So, but I don't earn any money from That's Football. So it's like my dad wants me to work, and I want to work, so I can go out and have fun and spend some money. But it's just I want to do That's Football streams as well, you know. So I'm sort of stuck at the moment. This was full at the beginning of the stream. No doubt I need a waz halfway through this first half. So, yeah, if I do need to go off, then I'm sorry. But I just need to try and stay hydrated because I feel a bit groggy, if I'm honest with you, chaps. Would you guys agree with me in my assessment of the game so far? Have I sort of summed it up correctly? George Carr says you're so lazy. Yeah, but it's these streams take like 2 hours a pop. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I don't know what's miss United games as well. I had a big old argument. If she's probably not watching, but I had a big old argument with my girlfriend the other day about me watching like United too often when she's here because she lives in England. So when she comes over, if United's on, I'm watching it. Do you know what I mean? So she hates football. So we had a big old argument about that. See, that's why you can't afford a better mic. Yeah, but if I get a job, then I can't do That's Football. Do you know what I mean? It's difficult. How is it in Spain? I mean, real feel. The feel, it's been off and on today, but it's like 25 degrees, I think. It's very nice. I know it's fantastic in England as well. People calling me lazy. I know you're mugging me. I know you're joking because I'm not. Because believe it or not, sitting here talking for 2 hours at the energy. I'm out of focus. Come on. There we go. Sitting here talking for 2 hours at the sort of energy rate that I do is actually knackering. It's knackering. Ball goes into the box here for Chelsea, but cleared by Southampton. They can't seem to get out of Southampton. They can't seem to hold the ball for any sustained period of time. Not only that, but Chelsea seem to be cutting through them fairly easily, winning corners, bypassing their midfield very, very, very smoothly. So they might be in here. Good tackle, last-ditch tackle there. Hazard, if he didn't make that tackle, that Southampton defender, Hazard would have been almost a certain goal, I would have said. So trouble if you're a Southampton supporter, and if for Southampton in general, they're in trouble here. They need to butt their ideas up, try and hold on to the ball for a little while, because Chelsea look threatening. I also don't have a job. We are in the same boat. I don't want a job. I'm also 17. I don't want a job, but I'd work. But I don't do you know what I mean? If I'm working all day Saturday and all day Sunday, I can't. That's when football's on, so I can't do that, you know. And I want to play football as well for a football club, but then training would be like Wednesday and Tuesday. That's Champions League, or if it's Thursday, that's Europa League. And if games on the Saturday and the Sunday, that's the games. You know what I mean? So good ball into Giroud here. Giroud coming forward here. Good touch. What can he do with it? He lays it back out to Hazard. Hazard in the box. Turns away though. They're playing it around. Fabregas on the ball. Out to Kante. They're threatening here. Southampton are in serious trouble. Backs against the wall stuff for them at the moment. Serious trouble. A free kick for them on the edge of the box. They've conceded, Southampton. You could well see this go in the back of the net. If maybe Fabregas over it or something. Maybe Alonso. Alonso's not playing, is he? Yeah, Matthew's never had a proper job. Yeah, my girlfriend does loads of jobs. She does. She works at this hotel, like waitressing and that sort of stuff, and she also babysits a lot. So I feel a bit bad. But here we go. It's Willian standing over it. By the way, what can he do with it? Well, Willian's there as well, and who's that? Don't know who that other player is. Just waiting for him to take the free kick at this point. It's very close. Maybe a bit too close to get it up and over the wall. I don't know. What do you guys think? But steps up, he shoots, he gets it up. Couldn't quite get it down, just over the bar. Close. It was close, but I think if it was on target, the keeper would have got there. He didn't seem to be too troubled, did he, the keeper? He knew it was going over. He knew it was going over. Hey, big head. Cheers, Prince. Do you know what I mean? Imagine going onto a stream. Oh, Sanders streaming. All right, big forehead kid. Cheers, mate. Appreciate it though. Thanks for joining. I know we've got a banterful relationship, so I don't mind it, mate. That's not abusive in my. I take the piss out of it as well, so it's not abusive in my sort of head. It's big enough, isn't it? Ian, no. Ian, no, I don't. Frustrating. Ala Madrid says Sano should be signed Pogba as a backup for Kroos and Modric. Firstly, not the same position because you cannot play Pogba in the same position as Kroos and Modric, so he would not be a backup for them. Secondly, backup, mate, on his game, on his day, if you can get some consistency in Pogba, world class, really. Should Man United sign Kroos for a backup for Herrera and Pogba? It's a bit of a swap season. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I'd like to get someone younger, I think. Why don't they play Zappacosta instead of Moses? Because Moses was very good last season. Arsenal have gone 3-1 up against West Ham. Lacazette scoring in the 85th minute. So Arsene Wenger's first game after his not retirement, after the announcement that he's leaving Arsenal, he's gonna win. Obviously, we've got them. United have got Arsenal next weekend, so they're gonna play a B team as well because it's in between both Atletico games. So they're crucial to Arsenal's season. So they're gonna play a B team, which will be interesting to see. I want to see a battering, mate. I want to see them. I want to see us. I want to see an 8-2. I want to see an 8-2 again. Ala Madrid says, Sandro, I don't want Hazard at Madrid. He is overrated. Yeah, he's over. It's just his consistency. Like on his day, Hazard can be one of the best players in the world, and I truly believe that because he can single-handedly tear you apart and win you the game. But what a tackle that was there, Jesus, from Romeo. But he only does that one every 4 games, and he'll go missing the other 3. Do you know what I mean? It's not enough for me. If you're going to go for a world record price or to one of the top clubs in the world, you cannot be that inconsistent. Anyone who signs Hart should be sacked. Was it a Hart's fault again? Was that Hart? If anyone's watching the Arsenal game, was that Hart's fault? Because he's not very good, is he? Evan Nolan has subscribed. Cheers, guys. I haven't really asked for your subscriptions, but if you haven't already, then do hit that subscribe button. We're trying to hit 27,300 subscribers today. So if you wouldn't mind, hit that red subscribe button. Stay tuned because there's a flip ton of stuff coming up on That's Football. The Premier League season's sort of dying out, but May 17th, the transfer window opens. Daily transfer shows in the evening. We've got mad content. We'll be doing watchalongs like every single day for the World Cup. It's going to be absolutely mental, so stay tuned. We've got the Champions League this weekend, Tuesday and Wednesday. I'll be doing Liverpool-Roma. Mark will be doing Bayern Munich-Real Madrid. Then we've got Atletico Arsenal, which I'll be doing on Thursday. So stay tuned. There's a hell of a stuff to come. Get involved. That's all I say. Please no Hart in the World Cup. We will lose. I don't think he'll play Hart, mate. I don't. I think either Nick Pope, Pickford, Butland, either one of them, all bit dodgy, aren't they? But not Hart. Anything but Hart. I mean, I'm not English, and I don't want them to play Hart. Do you know what I mean? Are people still having the Rom versus Morata debate? No. No. Morata very much settled that one himself, didn't he? Very, very poor this season. Rom, 27 goals, is his highest scoring season ever. Ever. He's never scored more goals in this season, and he's had a bad season, apparently. Can you imagine him on a good season? Jesus. Sandy, can you do a watch-along on Australia? It depends, mate. We'll be doing the best games, if you will. So the most attractive ones, the most lucrative ones. So obviously, I don't want to be watching Saudi Arabia versus Australia or something. I don't know, but you can imagine. You know what I mean. So I don't know if Australia play a good team, like maybe Argentina or something. I don't know the groups. Then we'll cover that definitely. Just stay tuned, man. Simon, it seems you're less biased than Mark. Really, I try to be. I do try and be. I get criticised for it though. People like it as well, but I do get criticised for it because I might, say something that a stubborn Manchester United fan might not say, and people will go, "Oh, you're not a true United fan. You're a Real Madrid fan or something," So it's pros and cons to it. But on That's Football, it's my only aim is to try and be as unbiased as possible. Romelu just needs to improve his touches at dribbling. Well, his dribbling at times can be fantastic. We saw, I think it was in Everton, I think it was in the FA Cup as well, against Chelsea a couple of years back. He literally, from one side of the pitch, just dribbled past like 6 people and scored. So he's very good at dribbling at times. It's just sometimes that first touch lets him down. He's not great at holding the ball up, but I think he's a fantastic player. I do. I think he's only going to get better. I've seen his first touch improve. At the beginning of the season, it was awful. It's still bad now, but it's getting better. It is getting better, so that's a sign of what's to come. How does England not have a proper goalkeeper? They just don't have a proper goalkeeper. Like, they don't have a very good goalkeeping players. You know what I mean? Hazard should leave that fake club for a proper club. Like your honesty. Cheers, mate. Do you know what I don't like? Do you know what I think it is? I think it's my computer. I do think it's my computer, if I'm honest, in terms of the lag. Very one-sided, this match. Oh, mate, that's when I don't really comment on the match. It's mainly because it's just a bit boring, and this game has been very, very boring. It's been the same rhythm. We're 20 minutes into it, and it's been the same pattern throughout. I mean, it really has been. Chelsea maintaining the ball. I think that I'll check the stats for you guys, but I am 99% sure it'll be like 70% possession for Chelsea or something like that. Ridiculous. (4-1) Arsenal. Fair play to him. Like 64% possession for Chelsea. So very, very, very one-sided. Southampton have had one shot and that went about 3 metres wide of the post. Very one-sided. So Stephen Owen reckons Pope should be the keeper for England. Yeah, potentially. I think the fact that they're going to get European football this season or next season is unbelievable. And to be at the forefront of that in terms of the goalkeeper for them in Nick Pope is a fantastic feat. So, yeah, I don't think you're wrong. I think I'd agree with you. I'd go Nick Pope. What do you think of Jesse Lingard? He can do everything he wants off the pitch as long as he's playing well on it. So that's my I guess that's sort of what you're asking. How did Southampton get here? They just won games, mate. It really is that simple. They just won games and won every game until the semi-final, I presume. He scored 25 in 2016-17. Is that in reference to Lukaku? Yeah, he's got 27 now. My point still stands. But Southampton try and come forward there, but they lack so much quality, Southampton. They got the ball a little bit now. Jesus. They got the ball for a little bit. They got the ball, but it's gone out for a throw-in. I don't see anything other than a Chelsea win. I thought, there might be a shock result here. Chelsea been poor, Southampton likewise though. But just seeing the difference in class, and it's significant. It is a lot. The difference is huge. Not only in terms of tactical awareness, but just the quality on the ball. Chelsea win by far. By far. Sarah Sports Chelsea, welcome. Welcome. If you haven't already, subscribe to That's Football. It's a generic football fan channel for fans supporting all clubs. You know, if you support Chelsea, Real Madrid, whoever you support, it doesn't matter. Get involved. We will be doing content for you. We'll be covering the World Cup over the summer as well. So we're trying to hit 27,300 subscribers today. So get involved. Yeah, I massively appreciate everyone that's watching and everyone that has subscribed. Welcome. That's all I'll say. You're doing yourself a favour because it really is a community we've got going on in the comments here. You know, I get to know you guys to an extent, and you guys get to know me. Obviously, you guys see me for hours and hours and hours on end. So it's fantastic. That's all I say. Hi son, how are you? That's from Luke Gardner. I'm well, man. I'm well. I'm feeling a bit groggy, if I'm honest. I'm feeling a bit. You know that phase where like you feel like you're just about to get ill. Like you feel like you're not really ill, but you're sort of like your sinuses are a bit blocked. You're a bit unbalanced because your ears are blocked. You're feeling a bit. You've got a bad chest. So I'm sort of in that stage. Like I'm not really bad yet, but I feel like I'm about to get there, which is bad because I've got my AS. ICT in like 10 days. Are your parents into football? My dad is, not as much as me, but my dad is. He's actually half Mourinho out. So we have a lot of arguments about that. Southampton shot, no trouble for Carriero. But half a positive sign there for Southampton. I mean, he did shoot from about 40 yards out, so and he was on his own, so not really any positive signs. Chelsea win the ball back immediately. And they're just going to wave after wave of attack. If you look at that now, they're so exposed. I can see pockets everywhere. And if you give pockets to the likes of Hazard, Fabregas, Willian, they'll go in them and they'll exploit you. So this is going to be a. I think you could see a thrashing today. I really do. Well, George Carr thinks otherwise. He thinks that Southampton can weather the storm and win. We'll have to wait and see, mate, but there's a bloody thunderstorm at the moment for them because Chelsea are relentless in their attack. And, I really do think they're going to score imminently. Definitely before half-time, in my opinion. Ian, I'm 100% Josean. Massively Josean. But that's a different time. That's for a different conversation. If Mark wants to get me on United Stand to talk about that, then he can do, because I'm very, very passionate about that and 100% Josean. I really, really. Arsenal have won 4-1 in that game, confirmed. So fair play to him. I think it was 1-1 Stoke Burnley. That might not be true, but I think it was Stoke Burnley 1-1, which is obviously in terms of relegation, massive. I talk about relegation as there's not much going on in the game. Same pattern as I was talking to you the whole time. Chelsea holding onto the ball, Southampton sitting back, although the front two seem to be pressing a little bit more now for Southampton. Caballero actually, bad pass there, sends it out for a Southampton throw-in, so this could be an opportunity for them to get men forward a little bit, but 65% possession for Chelsea, which tells you everything. It really does. But yeah, on the topic of relegation, Sunderland relegated. What do you guys think? Let me know. I just want to get your opinions on that. Do you find it funny? Do you find it sad? What's it down to? They've been yo-yoing, haven't they, for the last 10 years or so, and now they've really gone down. You know, they're not only in the Championship, they're in League One. They'll be playing Accrington Stanley away. Do you know what I mean? So let me know what you guys think of that. We sound like Arsenal fans with the Jose in or out crap. Mate, everyone just needs to get behind the manager. He's here. The board back him, and why not back him yourself? Yeah, the football might not always be attractive, but he wins things. 2 trophies last season. Fantastic to win the Europa League. We've never won it as a club before. But we clear sign of progression, signing fantastic players like Pogba, Ibrahimovic, Mkhitaryan. Yeah, it didn't work out, but, you know, signing fantastic players. This season, FA Cup final, 2nd place, clear progression. It's only going to get better next season. So, get behind him. Get behind him. Sander, if Hazard leaves, who should Chelsea sign? By the way, I subbed to the channel. That's from Toby Lloyd. Thanks, Toby. Massively appreciate your subscription. It does go a long way because it just helps us grow the channel, doesn't it? And the more of you that subscribe, the more opinions there are. And ultimately, that's what the channel's all about, opinion. But to answer your question, mate, if Hazard was to leave, who should Chelsea sign? Well, I'm not sure, though, because they're not going to have Champions League football. They won't have Champions League football. So that's obviously going to be a struggle. They won't have Conte, so I'm not sure who's going to be their manager. So it's all going to be up in the air, although Chelsea are used to this. Who can they sign? I think it'll have to be... it won't be like a Galactico. It'll have to be like a Mo Salah type of Mo. You know, will he work? Will he not? About 30, 40 million and they have to strike gold. I don't think they're going to sign like Bale or something like that, you know? Spike Seller has just subscribed. Mate, big love to you, pal. I massively appreciate it. Who will sign Ryan Sessegnon? Talk to Drawty Devil about that. If you guys don't know, Drawty, good guy from Canada. Yeah, no, he really rates Ryan Sessegnon and has done for a little while now. So I think it might be Spurs. I've heard it's Spurs, although I also heard that, you know, United trained at Fulham's training ground before the semi-final. I heard that, you know, it makes sense because United's representatives are going to talk to Sessegnon's representatives and it's going to be finalised and that sort of thing. So I'm not sure. All I know is I've not seen him play. All I know is that he's got great stats. I can't quote them for you, but I know he's got great stats. I think he plays at left back. I'm not sure. And Drawty rates him. So I'll take his word for it. So, do you think we could beat Chelsea in the FA Cup final? We could beat them. Yeah, definitely. Southampton coming forward here. Caballero boots it after a pass was played back to him. But Southampton, problem with them at the moment. Sorry about the lag, guys. Yeah, no, it's still be back. The problem with Southampton at the moment is they can't get men forward. Their forwards are so isolated. So as soon as they do lump it up, or they do win the ball high up the field, their forwards are isolated. And they've got no support, no backup, so which means it'll be like 2 against 5. There's no way you can score like that. So at the moment, very, very isolated forwards. And when they do win it up the field, or they do get it to the forwards, there's no support for them, which I think is something they're going to have to correct in the second half. If they were to correct that, though, and get men forward, less men at the back, Chelsea are going to cut through that like a hot knife through butter, which is obviously a threat, and which is obviously why they've set up like this. But I don't know. I don't see them holding out after wave of attack from Chelsea. They've done all right for 30 minutes. You know, saying that Chelsea haven't had too many clear-cut chances, but one lapse of concentration, and you let a man in and he scores. So it'd be a great feat for them to go through like this and keep a clean sheet, which I don't think they will, but we'll have to wait and see. Corner in for Chelsea, comes out to Willian though after a punch out from the keeper. He shoots. Jesus Christ! He shot. It was deflected. It was blocked. But the ball literally knocked the player off the feet, which was testament to how hard Willian hit that ball. So how's the game looking? Just explain that for you, Martial Madness. I'll do it at half-time again. Bloody Butterfingers. Who's Butterfingers? I don't know who Butterfingers is. Probably one of the keepers, but which one? I don't know. I haven't seen it yet, if there is a goal. Southampton bottled it versus Chelsea in the league. Yeah, they did bottle it. They went 2-1 up, didn't they, I think? And they lost the game 3-2. So, yes, they did bottle it. Yeah, we're dipping in and out of lag, but it has gotten better, hasn't it, I think? You know, touch wood. From Harry, I presume your name. It says, Sandra, I'm a new subscriber and I'm gathering you are a United fan. Opinion on Martial's situation? I'll do that on half-time, mate. Remind me at half-time, because half-time we always get a little bit of time to spare and I'll start to take your questions. I'll do my half-time review and then I'll start to take your questions. I'll answer that, Harry. Martial's situation. Guys, remind me at half-time Martial's situation, and I will address that. Fuck it, I'll address it now. Basically, if Mourinho lets him go, then it's criminal, because he needs to learn how to develop him and learn how to sort of get that other side to his managerial sort of way. He needs to put an arm around him, and I don't think Mourinho is capable of doing that at the moment. He's a fantastic player with fantastic talent and potential to be wherever he wants to be, but I don't think you could put the full blame on Mourinho. Yes, he's not played him enough as he should, but you're also part of, you're also a, I don't know what the phrase is, but you're also a part of your own downfall, essentially. So he needs to be more consistent. He's been inconsistent. He has been. You can't argue against that. You can't argue against that. So half and half, sort of. I don't think he should go, though. There's a corner in there, and it went straight through everyone. I think Azpilicueta got a nod on it, but it went through everyone, and it's gone out for a goal kick. So, but Chelsea, if they had a man in the 6-yard box there, Giroud sort of pushed out. Yeah, he pushed out, but if he stayed where he was initially, that could have been in the back of the net. 1-0 Chelsea. I mean, it's still 0-0, but... Martial or Mbappe? Martial for me. That's where my bias comes into it. I cannot go Mbappe, personally. How's everyone doing then? Southampton, if you've got any Southampton fans in the comments, which I doubt we will, but if we do, what do you think of it? What have you made of the first half? Are you worried, or are you content with how you've defended? You know, you've done all right, 33 minutes into it, and yeah, you haven't had much of the ball, and yeah, it's been one-sided. But saying that, Chelsea haven't really made any clear-cut chances. The only chances they have had has been shots from outside the box. So, you know, you've done all right. So if I was you, I'd be content. I'll just worry about how you're going to get a goal. I don't see you getting a goal, in my opinion. Chelsea fans, if we do have any as well, let me know. What do you guys think of it? From your end, are you frustrated? Are you content? Are you worried? Do you think... How do you think it's going to go? I want to get your guys' opinions. That's where I want to go with it, with the stream for the next 10 or so minutes, and during half-time as well. But as soon as I hit half-time, I've down this, so I need a Waz. So, yeah, as soon as it hits half-time, I will be off for a Wazaroonie. Both Sanchez and Martial should be in the starting 11. What, Sanchez on the right, Martial on the left, Lukaku up front. That's how I'd play it, definitely. But, yeah. I don't think Martial could play on the right. We saw when Sanchez came in, he tried to play Martial on the right. He can't do that. His greatest strength is that Henry mould, where he plays on the right and he sort of drifts in and scores that goal when he curls it in with his right foot. He can't do that from the right-hand side. He cannot. Whereas Sanchez has that same style of play, although I think Sanchez has proven to be able to play on the right, and he can do more things there, in my opinion, than Rashford can. If Rashford, Martial or Jesus played in the PSG team, they'd just be as good as Mbappe. That's true. That's true. I'd agree with that. Although Mbappe, this season, Mbappe's not done much this season for me. I've seen him play a few times, and he's not done anything of any significance, really. Yeah, okay, if you're playing well in League 1, that's not a measure of how good a player you are. Jesus, Memphis Depay's playing well in League 1. Do you know what I mean? I could play well in... My nan could play well in the League 1, and she's dead. Do you know what I mean? It really is that simple. It's a farmers' league. So you're sort of proving ground. Your real ground of where you prove what you're all about is the Champions League, and first hurdle, they're out. Sanchez is better than Hazard, yes. I personally think so. Jordan Thompson disagrees. Let me know. That's a good question to throw to you guys. Is Sanchez better than Hazard? I'd say this season, obviously, no, but I'd rather have Sanchez in my team than Eden Hazard. I don't know. What do you guys think? You guys are already answering the question. Stephen Owen says Hazard is well better than Sanchez, in my opinion. Hazard is better than Sanchez. That's what you guys are saying. Having a bit of lag at the moment, but hopefully that will fix itself out. Yeah, it has done. Pogba brother is from the French league. Okay, good. Sanchez, presuming you think Sanchez is better. All right, mate. Do you think Martial would be a good signing for Chelsea? Don't, Callum. Yes, but don't. Don't even scare me like that. Grandad's Gamer says Hazard all the way. Fair enough. I mean, the majority are saying Hazard, so the majority wins. So fair play to you guys. You guys believe Hazard is better. Hazard better, Hazard. A few Sanchez's, but I'd say it's been like 70-30. 70 Hazard, 30 Sanchez. Got a bit of lag again. The lag's so frustrating, guys, because all I want to do is do good streams, and it messes with me. I thought I sorted it out, but clearly not. This was a great way to root out the Chelsea fans. Yeah, it's true, George. It's true. It's true. Emil says Sanchez. Yeah. Lads. Dull game. Dull game, right? Very dull game, in my opinion. Not much really happened. No real chances for either side. Chelsea hit the bar. I mean, Hazard had that half chance, but it was good defending for Southampton to keep him out. Hazard also shot from outside the box once, and it went just over the bar. Southampton have had one shot that I can remember, and it went quite wide from Charlie Austin. So nothing's happened. Chelsea have had the majority of the ball, around 70%, I think, or 65%. So, yeah, nothing's happened. That's how it's been. Southampton have sat back. They've not wanted to come out. They've not wanted to commit men forward. And Chelsea have just held the ball and not really, as of yet, been able to break them down, really. But we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. Two dull teams. Yeah, I mean, it's been a dull game, isn't it? I need a Waz. Jesus, hurry up, half-time. Cross into Giroud. There, Giroud! Oh! I thought it was in. But it was a cross in. His first attempt didn't work, but it came back to him, and he tried a sort of overhead kick, but he just hit it wide. So, close. I think that was the first real chance, or half chance, again. Was that a corner, is it? Did he hit the rebound, or did the Southampton player clear the rebound? Let me see. Oh, he hit the rebound. Fair. Just wide. Giroud frustrated, clearly beating the ground with his fists. Lag again. Do you think Ander will start in the final? Yeah, has to. It'll be Matic, Pogba, Ander, barring any injuries or any major suspensions or anything like that. So, yeah, it has to be that midfield. And I don't understand how Jose's taken till April to figure it out so that midfield has got the best dynamics. Like, Matic, we saw it last season. I tweeted out last season, Carrick, Herrera and Pogba is the best midfield there is in England. And they're coming forward here, Chelsea. They're all right, though. Rose at the back post, puts another ball in, but it goes out for a goal kick. But yeah, I tweeted out last season, Matic, Carrick, Herrera and Pogba is the best midfield in the Premier League. Maybe it's not the best midfield in the Premier League, City are up there, but I think it's one of the best midfields in the Premier League, right? Because the dynamics work so well. Carrick was that man who sit and took the ball off the defence. Herrera was buzzing, and those two defensive midfielders allowed Pogba the freedom to go forward and create when he felt he needed to. Carrick, yeah, he's getting on. So we got Matic in. Matic, essentially the same player as Carrick, picked up the ball from the defence and sat in to allow Pogba that freedom. Herrera just in front of him buzzing. Why we've taken till April to figure it out, I don't know. But those dynamics works fantastically well, in my opinion. Come on, Chelsea. That's from Mittart. Mittart, guys, just coming up to half-time. So if you haven't subscribed already, we're on 27,285 subscribers. We're trying to hit 27,300 today at 27,400. I will be doing a little sing-song of your choice. So if we could get there, that'd be fantastic. But I don't expect that. I'm just trying to hit 27,300. Baby steps. Hit the subscribe button and join the community. If I see the ticker go up and you guys say that you commented that you have subscribed, and I'll try and match them together, then I'll happily give you a shout out. So yeah, join the family and get involved. 41 minutes into the game, a ball into the box here. They're clearly trying to use Giroud's height advantage, and fair play to them, play to his strengths. They're pressing, I wouldn't be surprised to see a goal before half-time from Chelsea here. They're severely pressing a shot there from Hazard that was blocked. Southampton just can't get rid of it, and they can't keep hold of the ball for longer than 20 seconds, I'd say. They really can't. I'll read your comments in a minute, guys, but this is quite an entertaining bit of play here. Hazard's got it on the ball into Kante. What can they do with it? Come on, they're just trying to work. That's the one thing. Southampton, they have been defending fairly well, Essentially, what have they had? 8 men behind the ball at all times with two strikers, essentially, which leaves the strikers isolated, but also gives you a good, compact defence where Chelsea are finding it difficult to break down, and that's clearly their game plan. I don't know how they're going to get a goal. That's still to be seen, if ever. But defensively, I think their game plan's working. I do think so. Still got a bit of lag. just subscribed. Cheers, man. Cheers, appreciate it. We've got 9 subscribers until we hit the benchmark. I told my friend to sub to you. That's from Sarah. Thanks, Sarah. Massively appreciate it. I know you're a Chelsea fan, so I massively appreciate you getting involved and spreading the word. Sana, what's the most you'll pay for Bale? Nothing, mate. You can piss off. I don't want Bale. I don't want Bale. Red One is subscribed. Yeah, yep. Cheers, mate. United can win the league next season, Joshua, and thanks for subscribing. Yes, mate, I do. Would you like to see him Titty in a United shirt? Well, I don't know. My mate seems to rate him a lot. My mate also seems, he's a Barca fan. My mate also seems to believe that they're going to renew his contract, and it's just the whole United link is just a ploy to get him and Titty a new contract, which I think it is. Would I want to see him at United? Yeah, I'd see him at United. I'd like to see him and Bailly pair up. I would. I think that defence, Joseph said it earlier, he said earlier on in the season, we're not going to be signing any forward players. Whether that's changed in terms of, Martial maybe going out the door, etc., I don't know. But if that is true, it's good because that defence needs shoring up. Valencia, he's getting on, he's not getting any younger. Ashley Young, likewise. I think our defence yesterday was shocking. I really do. I think Ashley Young was dreadful, madly out of position for that first goal Spurs scored. Their only goal they scored. Phil Jones, yeah, he made a good few last-ditch tackles, but Harry Kane lost him on quite a few occasions. Yeah, they pocketed Harry Kane, but he does go missing sometimes, Harry. I just think it was a bit shambolic, wasn't it? And like I said, they're not getting any younger. So that defence for me needs shoring up, definitely. Definitely. Sandra, I subscribed with my 1 million accounts, but I want to be paid a percentage. Yeah. No, I don't even get paid anything, so let alone you getting paid. I am subscribed. That's good, mate. Cheers, pal. Oh, he subscribed. Thanks, Charles Cook. Thanks, mate. This halftime can't come any sooner because I need a Waz so bad. Alderweireld should be a target. Yes, I think David Smith makes a fantastic point. Alderweireld will be leaving Spurs this season. There's no doubt about that in my mind. Where, I'm not sure. He's getting on, but I think he'd be a good leader. And there's no doubt he's one of the best centre-backs in the league. So I think you'd get him. I don't think Daniel Levy will want to sell to us again after the whole Carrick and that sort of stuff. But it is half-time. But I think at the right price, everyone's got a price. And I think push the boat out for Alderweireld because he's a fantastic player. Half-time, guys. Get commenting in the comments. How do you think that half went? I'm going to quickly use the restroom because I downed that. So I'll be back in a second. Good. I'll do my half-time review in a minute. Oh. Right, how's everyone doing? Just stop the timer quickly. It was a good Waz, I'll tell you that much. Jesus. Yeah, nice. Right, so half-time, pretty dull half. I'm just going to quickly do my half-time review. It's been a pretty dull half, hasn't it, if we're being honest. Chelsea have had like 65% possession. It's been very one-sided. Southampton's game plan was clearly to set 8 men behind the ball, and then obviously the keeper as well, and then have the 2 strikers, to sort of hit. But defensively, it's worked well. Defensively, it has worked. Chelsea have found it difficult to break them down. They've had a few chances, Chelsea. One, most notably, with Hazard and another with Giroud there. But they've been half chances. They've also had half chances where they shot outside the box. Willian hit the bar and Hazard came close. But, Southampton have defended well, I'd say. They've defended well, but going forward, they've found their strikers being very, very isolated. Very isolated indeed. They've got the ball forward at times, but at that point they just lose it because they've got no support. If the strikers do win it high up the field, once again, no support there, and then it's just get like 2 against 5. The wing backs come back for Chelsea and they've got 2 against 5. So it's difficult. Southampton are very reserved. I'm interested to see whether Southampton will look to change that at some point, maybe 60, 70 minutes in, whether they'll go, right, let's go now. Or they'll try and just see it to penalties because, I'm sure I don't need to remind you that this is the semi-final and this can actually go to extra time penalties. So that might be in their mind. They might want to see it through extra time and penalties. But like I said in the first half, it will be difficult to do so because that constant wave of attack from Chelsea does get very tiring. And one lapse of concentration from Southampton and you've let Hazard in and he's scoring and you're 1-0 down and you're screwed at that point. So, to do that and defend the whole game and keep it 0-0 to all the way to penalties, not only 90 minutes but 120, is very, very difficult. But it can be done. It can be done. Obviously, a shock, an upset could happen, but I don't think it will. I don't see anything other than a Chelsea win, if I'm honest. Chelsea have got enough quality to beat them. Yes, they have been poor this season, but so have Southampton. Southampton look to be going down. And I don't see anything other than a Chelsea win. What do you guys think? Over to you guys now. First, let me know how you thought that half went. What do you think Southampton and Chelsea could do to change it and to better their opportunity to win the game? Do you think Chelsea continue as they are? Do you think Southampton continue as they are, or do they change it? At what point do they change it? Let me know. I'm interested to know what you guys think. Obviously, it's an interactive show, so get your comments in. After we talk about the first half, we can start getting into sort of more of a Q&A because, we always run through the halftime review very quickly. So, yeah. Hannah says Wenger is going. I can't believe it. Yeah, obviously 22 years in charge. Although I can't believe it because his time's up and it should have been for a little while now. I think his, the phrase is something, I always butcher phrases. But it goes something on the lines of, you can stay long enough to see it, you can, where does it go? You can stay long enough to see yourself be the hero, or you can stay long enough to see yourself become the villain. Or something like that, something along those lines. And that's what he's done. He should have gone in like 2014-ish. The lack of form from when they went to the Emirates, the poor form when they went to the Emirates and like 4 years ago, is circumstantial. It's down to, yes, he oversaw that change from Highbury to Emirates, and that obviously was a massive investment from the club. They had financial issues, etc., etc., etc. But as that went on, he lost the fight, I think. I think he lost the fight, and as Hannah Bullard says, he's too old, and he's lost that fight, and that season that Leicester won the league in 2015, that should never have happened, should it? Or 2016. It should never have happened. And it's criminal. Arsenal were in there second and they should have won the league. But fair play to him. You can't forget what he's done and it should be respected what he has done. 3 league titles, an invincible season, a double as well. No Champions League though, Arsene. So, it's a mix and match. Fantastic manager. Changed the way English football is seen and is played. And changed Arsenal Football Club. I know they had Graham Taylor before that. But Arsene Wenger's fantastic what he's done. So, fair play to him and all the respect to him. But he should have left a little while ago. That's my opinion on Arsene Wenger. I didn't know you have long hair. Yeah, mate. I do have long hair. Southampton will continue as they have been. Chelsea will get frustrated. Southampton will nick it 1-0. That's from Stephen Owen. I'm not sure who you support, mate, but that'd be fantastic to see, wouldn't it? It wouldn't necessarily be aesthetically pleasing to watch. It wouldn't be the most exciting game, but an upset is always fantastic, isn't it? Who do you think Conte will move to? I'm not sure. That's a good question. Well, could he go back to Juventus? That's a good question because I think Allegri's already come out saying that he is leaving Juventus. Obviously, Conte doing fantastically at Juve, getting them to a Champions League final, etc. So, could he go back to Juventus? Is that a thing? I don't know. I've not seen him be linked to anyone. So, that's just off me just putting 2 and 2 together and making 4. I don't know about Thiago, but I agree with the others. I don't know what he's talking about. Mbappe is overrated and I've been disappointed with Rashford. Sit down. Yep, I'd agree with both those comments. I think, Rashford's still developing, and he is a good player, and he will get better. But I just fear that he's a pace merchant. I fear that he's the only way he ever beats players is he knocks it past the ball past him and runs after it. He doesn't have that technical ability. We do see elements of it, like that goal against Liverpool that he scored a few weeks ago. But in the main, I don't see too much raw technical talent from him. Mbappe, what I've seen from Mbappe, he's good at beating players, but that end product hasn't been there, which will come with time. Although he hasn't set the world alight by any stretch of the imagination. So I think both those statements are correct. I think disappointed in Rashford and Mbappe. United versus Southampton at Wembley. History will repeat. I hope so, mate. I hope so. Man United will win next year, I think. I don't think City will be as good as they were this season. Although saying that, what am I basing that off? I'm just purely basing that off the fact that it's so difficult to replicate league titles after league titles, and that's why, full respect to Sir Alex Ferguson and what he did at United. But saying that, City, look, if you look at the players they've got, right? Gabriel Jesus, young guy, 20 years old, I think, 21. He's only going to get better. Sane, same. Sterling, same. Silva's not getting any younger, but they've got De Bruyne, who's in his peak. They've got Gundogan, who's in his peak as well. Fernandinho, Laporte, 24 years old. So they've got young players who are only going to get better and better and better as the years go on. So, this isn't an ageing side. This is a side in its infancy, which is so bloody scary. So we'll have to wait and see. It's going to be an interesting season. I think United will progress. I do think United will progress. If they don't win the league, that's fine by me. But there has to be some sort of progression there, whether it be in the Champions League. I think second FA Cup and a semi-final of the Champions League, I'll take that. If you offer me now, second FA Cup, semi-final of the Champions League, I say yes, because it's progression. The next season, do you know what I mean? You constantly have to be progressing, because with me, I don't forget, as a United fan, where we've been in the last few years. Don't forget, we've been 7th, 4th, 5th and 6th. And people are moaning about second in an FA Cup final. Leave it out. Yes, we're Manchester United. Yes, we don't want to become Arsenal and Liverpool and celebrate that. I'm not celebrating an FA Cup potentially and second place. I'm not celebrating it. I'm celebrating progression. I'm celebrating progression and encouraging it. And we're like this. You can't deny we're like this. And for the last 4 years, we've been like this. So we're going to get better and better, and I back the manager who is influencing that and who is implementing that progression. That's what I think. Ridwan says, how are you watching the game, Sander? I'm watching it on BT Sport, pal. Second half will be in about 5 minutes, I think, so get your comments in. Reddy says, stop posting the same comments over and over again, lads. Fair enough. I do understand it sometimes. Me, myself, as a viewer, I watch the United stands, and when Marks and That's football, I watch it as well. You want the presenter to read out your comment. You want them to answer it and get your name read out. So I do understand if you say something and then it goes past, you think, bloody hell, just put it again, see if he reads it, So I understand it, but try and stay away from spam. I don't mind you guys asking if I don't read out your question. I don't mind you guys asking the same comment like twice. But after 2 times, it's most likely that I've seen the comment and thought, I just want to answer that. Nothing wrong with you as the person, just maybe I don't really rate the comment in terms of if it's like Ronaldo or Messi, I don't want to answer that because I've answered that so many times in the past, So after those sort of questions, I'm not really interested in. We've hit 27,300 subscribers. Fantastic. We'll probably go up and down for a little bit, but thanks everyone that has subscribed. Let's try and hit 27,400 today. I know it probably won't happen. 27,350 would be fantastic. So thanks everyone that has subscribed, and you're welcome, because it is a fantastic community. Stay subscribed, get involved. It's a fantastic community we've got in the comments. The likes of Matthew, George, Red, Pankaj, Thushan, everyone in the comments. Suleiman, we get to know each other, and it's a fantastic community that we've got. So if I missed out your name, I'm sorry. Harry, who else have we got? Louise, Pratik, all their YouTube, Sarah, it's new. But yeah, that's off the top of my head. I'm sure I've missed a lot of you out. Jared, obviously. Christopher White as well. Anyway, Conte for the sack, there's no doubt about that, mate. For me, there's no way Conte... I'm going to go for another piss before second half starts. But for me, there's no way Conte can keep his job. 5th in the league, so poor. And it's funny, isn't it? He said at the beginning of the season, we don't want to have another Jose Mourinho season. Look where you're on the league table, mate. But, yeah. Right, I'm going to quickly go for another Waz because I've downed that bottle. But I'll be back in a sec. I'll be back for the second half. Oh, Jesus. I mean, it's good to keep hydrated, but it makes you piss like a bloody racehorse, doesn't it? Oof. But yeah, second half should be imminent, chaps. Look, with That's Football, right? When it's a bad game, it's boring to watch, but with That's Football, it's a win-win situation because you can watch a bad game, but that means that we can interact with the comments more and talk to you guys more. Whereas if it's a good game, well, it's good because we're all watching a good game, and that's entertaining. We don't talk with each other as much, but it's still entertaining because we're watching a good game. If it's a bad game like today, it's been pretty dull, I talk to you guys quite a bit. So it's a win-win situation. Southampton will blow it. I mean, it's not like they've got anything to lose really at this point. Do you know what I mean? Like they're not like they're 2-0 up and they're going to blow that lead. Do you know what I mean? It's 0-0, so realistically they haven't got really much to lose. Irish says, "Come on, Southampton." Yep. Sander had more Waz in half time than Southampton have. Yep. Had shots on target. It's just true. Lozzie, Man United fan, hopefully Southampton win. Yeah, but as Chelsea, it'd make it more exciting final, wouldn't it? Chelsea in the final. More emphatic win. Vieira, a good shout for Arsenal manager. That's from, who's that from? Red Jedi. Oh, I don't know. I don't think so, mate. I think they need stability and they don't need to go take a Moyes. They don't take a risk. Take a manager who's won things and can get you or stabilise the club in that period of transition and then bring someone in. You know, even if Jose Mourinho doesn't win the league for Manchester United, he has stabilised us. We were going down with Van Gaal. Brought in Jose Mourinho, he stabilised the club, and I do believe he will go on to win the league. But if he doesn't, I'm so thankful for him for stabilising it and bring us to a place where we can now progress and we're steady and we're happy. You know what I mean? Second half is about to start though. Get the timer up. Come on, Chelsea, says Hannah Billards. Well, stadium's not even full yet. We are kicked off and second half has started. Let's hope for a better second half than the first one. Shaver Red or United win the league? What? I don't know what the question is, mate. But got a bit of lag. We've had little bits of lag throughout, but it has sort of corrected itself. So hopefully that sorts itself out. Chelsea coming forward here, slipped in. Giroud! Goal! Chelsea 1-0. I said we hope for a better second half than the first half, and in 30 seconds, Olivier Giroud has put Chelsea 1-0 up. And I don't think Southampton can come back from this. I don't because you know they at least had to keep it 0-0 until about 70 minutes. Now Southampton, they've got to sort of be slightly more expansive, and that doesn't suit their game plan. Their game plan was to sit in and try and nick a goal on the counter attack or off a set piece. Now they've got to come forward a little bit more because as time goes on, it becomes less likely that they're going to win, and it's going to leave spaces in behind for them. But fantastic touch that was by Pedro, I think. Fantastic word by Pedro, and brilliant goal by Giroud. Fantastically worked goal, and oh no, it wasn't Pedro, it was Hazard, sorry, with a touch. Hazard, fantastic touch, and sort of plays it into Giroud. He does get slightly lucky. But no, actually doesn't. What a goal. What a goal that was by Giroud. Absolutely fantastic, top class, and sits about 4 players down, including the keeper. So brilliant work there from Hazard and Giroud to get them 1-0 up. And well, I think it's going to be down here for Southampton at this point. We'll just put, who's away? Is it Chelsea 1-0? Like that. Well, for the stadium hasn't filled up yet. Obviously, people like me going off for a waz or getting their beers in for second half, and they've missed the first goal 30 seconds in. Yeah, now I can go back to bed. That's from Christopher White. Obviously, he lives in Australia, I do believe, so fair play. I was going to go watch Atletico Madrid versus Real Betis today, but my friend invited me, but it's like an hour with the metro and an hour back, so if the game ends at like 10 o'clock, I'll be home, well 10:30, I'll be home by 11:30, and I've got to FaceTime my girlfriend and settle in, get ready for Monday, so I rejected the offer. Sorry about the lag, guys. Penalty shot there, I think. Yeah, they have scored. Chelsea have scored, by the way. Giroud broke ankles. Fantastic. And Chelsea coming forward here again. Hazard on the ball at the moment. What can he do if he shoots? Just wide. Just wide. I mean, like I said I think it would be down here for Southampton at this point because it will shook them. It would have got their heads down. Not only that, but they're going to have to, at some point, get men forward to try and nick a goal. And at that point, you leave spaces in behind and Chelsea will exploit that. So, yeah, down here from here, I think. The match getting intense now. Well, yes, I think the next goal is crucial, isn't it? If Southampton get one, it's game on. But if Chelsea get one, it's over, isn't it? It's over. Who's assisted him? It was actually Hazard. It was a fantastic assist. Brought it down lovely from the air and just played it into Giroud. And then Giroud, fantastically, just broke ankles, winding in and out of 4 or 5 players there. Fantastic. Fantastic goal. It was a brilliant goal, 30 seconds in. And that's exactly what Chelsea needed. But saying that, though, Southampton have got a corner here, looking to respond within, 5 minutes. So if they can nick a goal here, they haven't had many corners so far. So if they can get one. Oh, it was an opportunity. The Southampton player rose. He could have put it in the back of the net there, but Cahill did just enough to put the player off. Wet Lettuce, how you doing, pal? How you doing? Think it'll be a United-Chelsea final? Yeah, I think so as well, mate. You can't expect, as a United fan, you can't expect any less. You can't expect Southampton. If Southampton happens, cool. That's a nice, it's an easier tie, but, you have to expect Chelsea. The match stats, Chelsea have had, look, this just tells you everything. Chelsea have had 10 attempts on target compared to Southampton's 2, although Southampton have had 1 on target with Chelsea's 1, so, We're on 27,303 subscribers, guys. Guys, if you haven't already, then hit the subscribe button. We're trying to hit 27,350 subscribers today, so get involved and help us reach that little can't speak. That little landmark. Just whilst I'm plugging. If you haven't already, then hit that like button as well and share it as well. And finally, it might not be in the description, but it might be as well. If you haven't already, click the link in the description if it's there to head over to That's Football's Facebook page. We've got a Facebook page now. We're going to be on there a lot. Our media person has just had a baby, so bear with on that. It will be up and running very soon. So subscribe, follow, like, all that sort of stuff. I know we've got a bit of lag now, so hopefully it fixes itself out. It has done. Instead of wasting your data on YouTube. Don't know what you're talking about, mate. How old am I? I'm 17 years old, pal. 17. Would you rather support QPR or Brentford City, our teams in the Championship? QPR. Don't know why. Only turn up against United. Alright, I'm just going to chill now because I'm running out of energy a bit. Who do you think is the best player in the world? Ronaldo. It's in the description. Like, good, then just click the link in the description and head over to That's Football's Facebook page. Oh, they're in here, Southampton. Tried to loop the keeper, but it was offside. Was offside. Came back from an offside position. Yeah, it's the right decision. Good. Well done. Well done from the lino, but to be fair, he wasn't actually in line. So under Coke or Fanta because I'm having Coke right now. Different for different occasions, mate. Sometimes majority Coke, but sometimes I fancy a Fanta. I can't tell whether that's empty seats or whether that's just the red and white Southampton fan shirts. I think it's empty seats. There's a few empty seats there. Jesus. What's happened? Yeah, I'm 17, man. I'm 17 pitch. I was doing this when I was 16, just. Am I in HD? Am I streaming in 720 now? And how many, guys, let me know how many people are watching as well, because I'd be interested to know. Probably about, my guess, 250. That's my guess. Because that's like my average viewer count, concurrent viewer count. Also, you've got a bit of lag as well at times, so that probably put a few people off. Who do you think Jose will start in the final? Same team as yesterday, I believe. Yeah, I'd go with the same team as yesterday. Thoughts on Luke Shaw, fantastic player, got the potential to be anything he wants to be, but shook by injuries and clearly Jose's not a big fan of him, so I think he's going to have to go elsewhere to truly progress. Yeah, Wembley was packed yesterday, and you look at it now. Oh, I was off. 242, just about. There it is, Southampton! Oh, opportunity! Opportunity. His touch was just too far. He tried to take it around Caballero. It was Shane Long, but big opportunity. That could have seen them go 1-1, and if it did go 1-1, game on. Oh, that touch was just too heavy. If he could just, he was stretching. If he could just manage to, tried to take it around the keeper, but went out. They're coming forward here though, Southampton, to be fair to them. Hopefully that chance will give them a little bit of reinvigoration, give them a bit of life in the bones. Mark Hughes is a disgrace. I don't like Mark Hughes either, mate. Can I get a shout-out, Bailey Bruh? There's your shout-out, mate. Who do I think will win in the final? That's from David. I think United. Chelsea's coming forward here, though, on the counter-attack. Hazard, that's a foul. That's a yellow card. That's a yellow card. It's got to be. Yeah, he's been booked. Hazard was threatening on the counter-attack there, but Southampton player just brought him down. Hands all over him. Tugging him back. Not tugging him off, tugging him back. Don't get too carried away with that. Lamina it was. Hannah Bullard loves the channel. Guys, I need a Waz again. Hannah Bullard loves the channel. Cheers, pal. Vishwa says how to watch live. Well, if you can't watch it, it's on BT Sport. But if you can't watch it, don't worry. I'll be keeping you updated of all the live updates and reactions. So if you can't watch it, don't worry, pal. Don't worry. But it's on BT Sport where I'm watching it. How would we beat Chelsea in the final? Well, just play our game. Man-mark Herrera. Get Herrera to man-mark Hazard again. He's down here, Giroud. He's in pain. He's rolling around. I think it's legitimate. I'm not sure whether it is, but we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully he's not that badly injured. Never like to see a game negatively impacted by a injury, as it's not nice to see people injured unless it's for Manchester City, in which case I would like to see them injured. Still waiting to see on that Giroud injury. He's still down. He looks to be in a bit of bother here. Is he going to get booked, Romeo, for that? Getting called over. Giroud's getting some medical attention. on his leg. He looks to be in pain. He's covering his eyes up. They have obviously got Morata to come on. They wanted him if they needed to call on him. But it's clear that he favours Giroud. I've just seen that goal back by Giroud. What a goal that was. He just sat 4 players down. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Including the keeper, 5. Absolutely fantastic goal. Who scores a bit late? AJ now, welcome, pal. It was Giroud. Just talking about that there. Just Giroud. Great goal. 30 seconds into the second half. Who do you think are doing the worst in the Premier League? West Brom. The bottom of the league. Mark Hughes, arms crossed. It's been a bit of a dead game, lads. It has been a bit of a dead game. I'm sort of run out a bit of energy, to be honest. Giroud, 30 seconds into the second half. Yeah, it was indeed. Just bring this a bit closer to me. Ooh, that's better, isn't it? Oh. Now I could just sit back. Who saw the open goal misses by Morata vs Arsenal? Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, they're coming from Southampton, just showing a bit more of bit more urgency here, aren't they? Once again, lacking quality though. That first touch, I think it was by Shane Long, let him down. But they do seem to be a bit, as they should be. They have to be. Show a little bit. I mean, Hazard's tearing it up here. Weaved his way through that midfield into Giroud. Giroud plays it into Willian, or he tried to at least. He should have tried. But Lamina wins it back. Getting cornered in though, Southampton. And Kante wins it back. It's just going to be sustained pressure here by Chelsea. One more goal by Chelsea and it's game over, I think, isn't it? They're trying to get that another one, but Southampton clinging on by a thread, I think. Jesus. Did Giroud start, Jason? Yeah, he did, Jason, yeah. Started. Zana, did you watch the Amir Khan versus... No, I didn't actually, mate. I'm very into my boxing, actually. Well, not very into it, but I'm into my boxing. I do like watching boxing. I watch the Eubank Jr. fight and all that sort of stuff. I watch all AJ fights, you know, that sort of thing. But I'm interested to see who Tyson Fury's going to fight next. I'm going to watch the Bellew fight as well. But I just missed Amir Khan. I missed Amir Khan. Into Willian, over the top. Oh, Jesus. Could have scored there. Bit of uncertainty. Nicky Collis says, come on, Southampton. If you guys do want to follow me on Twitter or on my other social media accounts, well, firstly, follow That's Football on Twitter. But if you guys want to follow me, you can follow me at Sander_Segers7, SANDER_SEGERS7. If one of you that does follow me, can you put that in the comments just for other people if they want to know? And if you guys want to follow my Instagram, it's Sander.Segers. Sander.Segers, that's it. SANDER.SEGERS. How this Chelsea side beat us this season is unbelievable. They were awful. That's a good point, David Smith. I think we were a bit of a rut then. It was at Stamford Bridge. United got a terrible record at Stamford Bridge, so it didn't shock me. But I think if we get them in the final, I think I'd be confident. Obviously, I'm not saying we're going to win, but I would be confident that we would go on and win. Oh, I'm knackered, lads. I've been out all day, so it's been a productive day. Conte has his packed bags under the stairs. Yep. Will fight. I don't see Conte staying at Chelsea any longer than this season. I think his time's over. I think that's the way Chelsea runs. You know, good season, bad season, manager gets sacked. Manager get brought in, good season, bad season, manager gets sacked. It's that you can't, you know, it's that sort of routine that Abramovich has implemented with his constant sacking of the manager. So, you know, I'm interested to see who they're bringing in next. Maybe Allegri to Chelsea and Conte to Juve. I think that would work. I do. Do you think Manchester United will win the FA Cup? I do. I'm confident. I'm not saying by any means that it's going to 100% happen, but I am confident. Southampton trying to come forward here. Caballero comes out nicely, punches it away. It was a fantastic punch. Proper got rid of it there. But literally right to the halfway line. Offside hairline, yep. Oh, I don't see Southampton coming back into this, lads. I really don't. Penalty claim there. Was that a push from Cahill? I think it would have been soft there if Long got if they won that penalty, but arms in the back. I'm going to throw that over to you guys. Was that a penalty? If you're watching it, then let me know. Cahill on Long. Long actually is coming off. Southampton looking to make 2 subs as Thiones. But Ryan Bertrand on. Shane Long. It rhymes. And Højbjerg on. Oh no, Tadic on for Højbjerg. Am I being biased? Oh, right. Penn. He's being biased. Who's the best manager in the Prem at the moment? Jose Mourinho. I know that's biased. Do you think Hazard will move to Madrid? Yeah, I don't know. If I was Madrid, I wouldn't want him. Willian's coming off here, though. I presume they're going to put Morata on. Or Pedro. He hasn't really done much today, Willian, has he? He's disappointed. He looks disappointed in himself as well. R.I.P. Avicii, yeah. I don't know why that hit me so hard, but I think it's because I used to like quite a lot of his music. Bakayoko, oh, right, so they're going for a defensive substitution here. Willian off, Bakayoko on. So it's a defensive midfielder for an attacker. So Willian straight down the tunnel. What's that down to? Injury maybe? Or guys, we're at 27,310 subscribers. If you haven't already, then do hit that subscribe button. We're trying to hit 27,350 today. Ridwan, I am watching the game. Yeah, mate, I am watching the game. Tackle there on Hazard. Yellow card here coming out. Can I have a shout out, please? There you go, Sarah. Hoots gets the yellow card. Let's have a look at the replay. Yeah, I'd say yellow card. Yeah, BT Sport are showing it. It's on BT Sport 1, mate. BT Sport 1. George Carr says Adrian Bakayoko gets to Southampton equaliser. Bloody hope so, mate. I don't rate Bakayoko. Not at all. Is Darmian the worst player to ever play? No, Bebe. Ball goes into the box by Fabregas. You're joking me. Just as that happens, you know, like when the TV goes on standby, it just happened. But yeah, I presume I got cleared. They didn't score. 65 minutes into the game, 20 minutes into it total. So another 25 to go. It'd be interesting to see how the next 25 minutes are, played out. Southampton need a goal that's minimal to get them to extra time. So I don't know. I don't see Southampton scoring. The only way I do is a freak goal, some sort of own goal or free kick, set piece sort of thing. I don't see them scoring an open play. I don't. Chelsea look very dominant. Majority of the possession, majority of the chances, majority of the attempts, majority of the shots. Very comfortable for them at the moment. Not a difficult semi-final whatsoever. So another 25 minutes to go, and I don't see anything other than a Chelsea win. My points, my opinion stands as it was at the beginning of the game. Yeah, but Bebe never done anything terrible. Darmian has had terrible games. Bebe's been terrible. Southampton coming forward here, though, in the counter-attack, showing slightly promising signs. A ball into the box from Bertrand, but it was just a bit too heavy. It goes out for a Chelsea throw-in all the way over the other side. He just hit that a bit too hard, didn't he? Overcooked it. Coming forward here though, Southampton. That's a goal kick. Oh, he's giving it a Southampton corner. Another Southampton corner here. This is where I think they need to, this is what they really need to be clinical on, corners and set pieces, because I don't see them scoring from open play. Corner here, I'll be interested to see what happens. Charlie Austin, they've got the Hoot. Yeshina. Here we go. Corner. Into the box. It was a decent corner. Oh, Jesus. Interesting. Out for another corner, I think, right? Yeah, out for another corner. I think they're going to score here. I think they're going to score. Just got a feeling. I don't know why. That was close, to be fair. That was close. It was a right decision as well. It was a right decision for that to be a corner. It's the third corner in a row now for Southampton. Take your time, mate. Jesus Christ, it's taking a little while. That's because the ref was speaking to people. Into the box is a good corner. Oh no, it's not a good corner. It doesn't beat the first man. Bad corner. No, yeah, it was poor. It was poor. Bakayoko got rid of it. Goes out for a Southampton throw. And this is what they need to do, though. They need to hold the ball on for a little while and try and put some pressure on Chelsea, because once they do, I think you'll see Chelsea crumble. Another corner for Southampton. Jesus. Into the box. Once again, annoys me. Nothing annoys me more than a corner that doesn't beat the first man. So poor. Out to Bertrand. This is good from Southampton. I'd say this is the best period of the game that they've had so far. 4 corners in the last 10 minutes or so, 5 minutes. And there, once again, this is what they need to do. They've been very good so far. If you guys aren't watching the game, the tides have slightly changed. It can change immediately back Chelsea's way, but it's slightly going in Southampton's favour at the moment. They're playing quite well. They're holding on to the ball for a little longer than they were able to before. They're winning the ball back immediately, which is good to see. You know, they tried to play a ball into Hazard there, Chelsea, but they won it back straight away, and they're going to go on the attack again, which is what you want to see if you're a Southampton fan. So, Chelsea have got the ball back now, but promising signs from Southampton. Nothing near a goal, obviously, yet, but that's a foul. But promising signs nonetheless. Well done, Giroud there. Felt the player come into the back of him, went over and won the foul for Chelsea. An opportunity for Chelsea now to get their men out and to just interrupt that rhythm that Southampton was sort of starting to build up. In terms of match stats, chaps, 56% possession in the last 5 minutes. Just to show, in the last 5 minutes, Southampton have had 73%. So it has changed slightly since about 60 minutes into the game. But Chelsea on the ball here, they've got the quality to punish you. And like I said, you switch off for one moment and you concede. Diego Costa and Diego Costa. Sunderland are going back into relegation. I know. Imagine they got relegated to League 2. So they've gone Championship, League 1, League 2. What a cross that is there by Eden Hazard. It was a Rabona. It was an overhead kick attempt. I think it was by Bakayoko in the box. Failed, though. And Chelsea do have a set piece. Whether it be a corner or a throw-in, I'm not sure yet. What a cross that was, though. Amazing. Amazing. Sunderland are Poznaning down to the conference. Imagine, Jesus. My opinion on the KSI and Logan Paul and Deji and Jake Paul. Deji's got no chance, and KSI's got no. Well, it's going to be difficult, but I think Logan Paul's going to win that fight. Chelsea coming forward here. Sorry, it's a bit silent there, lads. Comma for Sunderland, yeah. Sunderland versus York City. When you realise that Sunderland will be playing against teams like Accrington Stanley next season, That is mental, isn't it? I mean, Sunderland fans were taking the piss out of Newcastle for going down, you know, saying that you'll be playing Burton next season away and all that sort of stuff. Mate, you're going to be playing Accrington Stanley next season away. Like, stop. Sadler aside, who do you think is the best signing in the Prem this season? Oh, no! I thought it'd gone in! I thought it'd gone in! Oh, did anyone else think that was in? It was a shot there from long range. Southampton showing promising signs here. It went through Caballero, but obviously he did enough to keep it out. I thought it went in. I thought that went in. Jesus. Quick, best signing, I'll talk about that in a minute, but Southampton have got another corner here. Fantastic last 15 minutes for them. Ball into the box. It was a good corner. What can you do with it? Header just over the bar. Oh! Oh! Ref, that's over the line! Is that a goal or a foul? It was a foul. What's going on? Because I can't listen to the commentary. What is going on here? What happened? Was it a foul on Caballero? I think so. Yeah, you're never getting away with that, Charlie Austin. I think that was a foul. Was that a foul? Right, I think he's giving it as a foul. Was it actually a foul? I think so. You can't. Keepers are so protected in football. Like, if you give him a little nudge and you're going to get a foul. So yeah, I'd go so. Oh my God, end-to-end stuff now in the last 10 minutes. Hazard with a shot there. I think it was tipped over the bar, creating a Chelsea corner. It'll be interesting to see how Southampton can react with this now. But they showed promising signs in the last 20 minutes. Southampton really stepped up their game up, and so they had to do. Because they were 1-0 down and showing no signs of scoring at any point. Your ears are bleeding, Sander. Yeah, mate. Well, sorry. Shall I turn it down a little bit like that? That better for you, mate? Yeah, I've just turned it down there. If I speak like this, if I talk normally like this, can you guys hear me all right like this? Because I've turned it down. But Chelsea coming forward here. What can they do with it? Ball into the box. Well blocked there. But Chelsea win it back. Moses. Commentary saying no foul. Oof. Kante. Into Fabregas, up the field. Fabregas, out wide. Chelsea getting men forward here. Southampton getting men back, like it's the same. Kante. They're knocking it around Chelsea now. It's settled down slightly. Chelsea will probably break never the last 5 minutes. Guys, we're on 27,316 subscribers. This game has picked up slightly in the last 20 minutes. Well, since the second half, really. Over the top there, that's a foul, yep. Southampton win the foul. Now they can reset. But what I was saying, 27,316 subscribers. Guys, can we hit 27,350? That'd be 100 subscribers throughout the stream. That'd be absolutely fantastic if we could hit that. So, yeah, guys, get involved, get subscribing, and do me a favour. Do me a favour. North Devon, Grecian, how you doing, pal? Welcome. Was it a foul? Mate, for me, that actually, no. Should it be a foul? No. In terms of the whole football, yeah, that would have been given a foul in any game, but I don't think it should have been a foul. He hardly touches him. Fabregas is coming on here for Pedro. Interesting. What do you guys make of that? Not long left now, though, for Southampton to get one back. About 15 minutes left, 75 minutes into the game. Obviously, that's without stoppage time. So, and I need a piss. Jesus. Lacazette is in form. He is. Conte subscribes to wig wearers, anonymous. Yep. Who your favourite YouTuber? Me. I'm joking. Mark Goldbridge. No, 27,400 was song time, Stephen. You can even go watch that back. Sander, who scored? It was Giroud, mate. A fantastic goal by Giroud. 30 seconds into the second half. And brilliant goal. It came over to Hazard. Fantastic touch. He laid it in just about to Giroud. And Giroud sat down 5 players, including the keeper. Pardue for Arsenal job. Jesus. Panman, who scored yet? Just done that for you. Southampton need to hold out though, because Chelsea have in the last 5 minutes got more of the ball, and Southampton had a good 10 minutes, didn't they? But Hazard back post. Oh my God, Jesus! Oof. Close there, wasn't it, by Yoshida, just over the bar. I mean, close there by Chelsea. Sorry, just over the bar. Yoshida just put it over the bar. Southampton will go through in penalties or extra time. Well, mate, we're in for the long haul. I'm not sure whether my light can sustain extra time penalties in terms of how long it can go on for, but we'll see that when we get there. Hit 27,400 for hashtag wet lettuce, indeed. As George Carl says, Jesus Christ, that was close. It was, yeah. Corner here for Chelsea, 77 minutes into the game. There's your shout-out tunes. It's played short, or it's not. It's played out. Cross, good cross that, well cleared out. Shots, good block. Now get your men up the field, Southampton. This is your time. I'm a centre-back and I'd be screaming, out, get out. You've got to get your men up the field now. And they have done. They have done. It's good. Caballero on the ball. Looks a little bit dodgy. He's just hit it long. Southampton win it, but couldn't maintain that win, and goes out for a Chelsea throw-in. Hey, Pan Man, how you doing, pal? Sana, would you say if United won the Cup, it's Mourinho's 2 years there's been successful or even progress? Yes, been fantastically successful. Massive progress. I don't want to have to go through that again, but yeah, Gabbiadini on for Bednarek all for Gabbiadini. So they've got Shane Long, Charlie Austin, Tadic, Gabbiadini. They've gone full out for the attack. Last 15 minutes, I'd say, 15, 16 minutes. And they're really going to go for it now, Southampton. And they've got to, because there's not much time left. You can see, guys, when the game becomes good, I start to talk to you guys slightly less because I have to commentate on the game because there's a lot going on. When it's dead, like the first half, you know, you guys are the main priority. So I have to find a good balance, try and read your comments along with this game. But this game is sort of lit up in the second half, so I've got to try and keep a good eye on that as well. Thibaut to Madrid, I think that will happen, yeah, Thibaut Courtois. Does this game look like it's going to get another goal in it? Daniel, it wouldn't be out of the question, mate. I'm not sure who for. Southampton having a few chances, but Chelsea likewise. So, yeah, I think there's one more goal in it, potentially. Go on, mate! Austin! Oh, he didn't connect with the shot well enough, did he? Got a little bit lucky, but sort of scuffed the shot a little bit. I want Chelsea to go for either Sarri, Tuchel or Jardine. Finally, Mark Hughes puts his best striker on in Gabbiadini. Well, he's coming on here. What's his name? Alvaro Morata for Olivier Giroud. Clearly that different striker. Can he get a winner and reinvigorate his Chelsea career? But just seeing that Olivier Giroud goal, and what a goal it was. Sat down 5 players and amazing goal. Amazing goal. Sarah's leaving. All right. See you in a bit, Sarah. Thanks for joining. I hope you have enjoyed the stream. Isle, hey, how you doing, pal? So yeah, Morata on for Giroud. We're on 27,326. This is good. Guys, let's try to get 27,350 to get it 100 subscribers in the stream. Callum says Arsenal can beat Atletico at home in the first leg. Yeah, of course they can. Although I don't think they will, but they can. I think Atletico got the better side, and once they go to the Wanda, Arsenal, they're in trouble. Here they go. Chelsea coming forward here. Oh, Hazard trying to intertwine, but he wins it back. He's good, Hazard, isn't he? He's sort of turned up today, I think. He's been good. He's been one of Chelsea's best players. I think I'd have to go him for the man of the match, if I'm honest. Him or Giroud, because he got the goal. It was a good goal as well. What time is it now? Well, we're 35 minutes into the game, so 80 minutes. Well, 35 minutes into the second half. 80 minutes into the game overall. Carl, how you doing? Pedro puts the ball into the box. It's going to be a nervous 10 minutes for Southampton fans, but they've got to come out and get something. Rashford on instant L, I said. Oh, boy. Game over, is it? Well, I don't know. Ball into the box here. Morata, goal! He's made an immediate impact, and it's over now, isn't it? Yeah. Immediate impact by Morata, and that should, hopefully for him, put some life into his... and get him out of that rut that he found himself in. 2-0, game over. Chelsea in the final of the FA Cup. Unlucky for Southampton, but they haven't been very good today, have they? They had that 20 minutes, 15 minutes in the in the second half. They showed signs, but other than that, 15 minutes, Chelsea have dominated. And what a ball. I think it was Azpilicueta that put that ball in. It was. What a fantastic cross that was by Azpilicueta. And Morata was on the end of it, and it was a good header. Typical archetypal striker's header. Hit the floor, hit it low, and the keeper won't get it. Brilliant. 2-0 final for Chelsea, I'd say. I don't see Southampton come back into this. I couldn't see them winning it 0-0, let alone 2-0. I've changed the scores already. Yeah, so Mitar's happy, guys. I'm sure a lot of Chelsea fans are happy. If we have got any Southampton fans in the comments, though, then I'm sure you'll be devastated, because not only does it look like you're going to go down, but your chance of a trophy or an FA Cup final has been taken away from you. But you can't argue against the fact that Chelsea have been the better side today, and they deserve to go through. Milan's depressed. 8 minutes left of normal time. 82 minutes into the game. That was a foul from Kante, and rightfully so. Dip says, game over. Next United versus Chelsea final. 4-0 United in the final. Imagine that. It won't be. We never win, apart from the beginning of the season. But I don't see us winning 4-0 on that, mate. Southampton coming forward here. Bertrand. Back post. Oh, no, he's in the goal. Oh, he's in the post. Southampton in the post. At the back post, Charlie Austin hit the post. So close. If he scored that, that would have been an interesting next 10 minutes, wouldn't it? But so unlucky for Southampton there. That's the last. There always is a big chance in the end, and that was theirs, I think. So close. Oh, Chelsea coming forward here. That's 3-0. Oh, jeez. End-to-end stuff here. It was cleared off the line. It wasn't 3-0. How Morata didn't score that, I don't know. But it was an open goal. He should have put it in the back of the net. Absolutely exciting stuff here. Southampton imminent, coming forward here with a strong desire, strong urgency. Can he slip him in? He has slipped him in. Come on. Charlie Austin. He's got no one there. He's put it across the box. A fantastic cross. And if someone was there in the 6-yard box, then they'd be there to finish it off. Be an open goal for him. But, yeah, no goal. Still 2-0. So close there for Charlie Austin. Just seen the replay there where he hit the goal. Where he hit the post, sorry. So close. So unlucky for him. Paul Clayton, there's your shout out, mate. 84 minutes into the game, so 6 minutes left of normal time. But, wow, end-to-end stuff. It's been a dull first half, but the second half has been okay, isn't it? It has been. I'm back, but just for 1 minute. But last question, who scored it? It was, Sarah, it was Morata. It was Morata. Hi, Sandra, your hairline is offside. Hashtag wet lettuce. Antoine, you're not wrong. Chelsea or Tottenham? What do you mean? I don't know what you mean, mate. We're on 27,330 subscribers, so if you haven't already, then do hit that subscribe button. We're trying to hit 27,500, 350 today. 500's a bit excessive, but yeah, be stretching it at 500, wouldn't it? Yeah, but we're trying to hit 27,350 today. So if you haven't already, then do get subscribed and join the family, join the community, and get involved. What a miss by Morata. Yeah, it was. Just seeing it now. Yeah, mate, Morata could be on a hat-trick. He got his first goal. He had a second chance, which was an open net, I'd say. It was a good defending, though, by Southampton to clear it off the line. And then just now, he could have put them 3-0 up again. So he's missed some opportunities, Morata, but you can't argue with the fact that he's got the goal and he's probably won the game for Chelsea. So job done for him. That's the Morata we know, not the goal of the miss. Glad to see Morata's made up for his uncharacteristic goal by missing 2 chances. Got me surprised. Yeah. He's not very clinical, is he? Ball into the box. But that's so strange, though, because he was so clinical at Real Madrid and Juventus, Didn't have much game time, but when he did play, he was fantastic. A chance there for Charlie Austin again, but just skied it over. It's just not happening for him today, is it? Nor him, nor Southampton. It's just not happening for him. Not happening for him. Kieran Murch, how you doing? What are the statistics? I don't know, mate. Well, I can check them for you, pal. Let me just have a little looky. Give me 1 sec. My phone's a couple of years old now, so it's pretty slow. So we'll have to wait a little bit. Coming up to 87 minutes into the game. Southampton trying their best to try and at least get a goal back, but I don't see it happening, chaps. I don't see it happening. That's a myth. Scored a few for Madrid, yes, but went on a stupidly long goal drought in Juve. 26 games without scoring. Fair enough. Okay, so the stats are Chelsea 56%, obviously, therefore Southampton 43. Shots, 15 shots, as opposed to Southampton's 9. 4 on target, 3 on target. Yeah. Chelsea have had 3 clear-cut chances and Southampton have had 1. Tells you everything you need to know, doesn't it? Chelsea will be all right. I predicted it at the beginning. I predicted 3-1 Chelsea, but yeah, they'll be all right now, chaps. They'll be all right. Use the One Football app, Sander. I've just used the Sky Sports app, mate. First half and second half, they are playing. It's second half now, mate. I can't, unfortunately, put it like 80 minutes in because I can only stop. I have to reset it and then start it. But yeah, 43 minutes into the second half, so 88 minutes now into the game. So 2 minutes of normal time and then stoppage time on top of that. I think there'll be about 4 minutes. That's my prediction. Actually, no, way more than that. No, there'll be 5 minutes of stoppage time, if not 6. So they had 3. Yeah, 5 minutes of added time, I reckon. Who do I think will win the World Cup? France. Southampton trying to put a ball into the box there, but overcooked it, and it's game over, isn't it? It's game over. Please do FIFA on here, mate. FIFA's dead. I don't even want to go near FIFA. Like, at the beginning of the year, I wanted to do a bit of FIFA content, but it's absolutely dead. The game is dead. It's so repetitive. It's so boring. And it's just it's horrible. It's just, they've not changed it up enough. The only reason I bought it this year is because of the journey. Connor Smith says he's new to the channel, and who do I support? I support Manchester United, mate, but I try and be as unbiased and as neutral on this channel as possible. It might not always work, but I do try. It is a generic football fan channel, so if you're supporting Chelsea or whoever you may support, Southampton, I don't know, whoever you may support, then get involved. You know, we're going to be covering the World Cup. We'll be doing all transfer news. Watchalongs like this will be on regularly as well throughout the season, this one and next. So, yeah, get involved. That's what we'll... Just get involved so that when it goes big, you can say, I was there. I was there at 27,339 subscribers. All into the box. Southampton coming forward here, but there's no time left, is there? And we'll have to wait and see. 7 seconds until the 90 minutes is up, so not long until we find out about the stoppage time. I predict 5, all right? I haven't seen it yet. 5 minutes, I reckon. Oi. 5 minutes. I get it right every time. I'm a genius. Chelsea coming forward here. Hazard on the ball. What can he do with it? He's got men with him. He's got a man overlapping. Yeah, into Moses. There's a poor pass, though. Back into Hazard. Hazard on the ball. Sits his man down. Southampton, he's just stalled on it a little bit too long there. Allowed Southampton to get men back. That should be a goal. Oof, Jesus. Ball into Morata, but... Pedro. But couldn't direct it goalwards. I predicted 5 minutes because it's 30 seconds for a substitution, isn't it? So I think they've both used all 3 substitutions. So I calculated that to be 3 minutes, and then you work out the injuries and stuff and things like that. I worked out 5. Are you happy with United are going to face Chelsea? Yeah, I'm happy with that. I think there's more difficult opponents that you can face. Man City, Spurs, I think are more difficult. Liverpool as well. But obviously, I think I prefer. Well, I was going to say I'd prefer Southampton because they're easier, but Chelsea would make it more of a final, right? More of a final feel to it. Just can't wait that Jose beats Conte. I hope so, mate. Chelsea coming forward here, slipped it into Morata. Jesus Christ. That first touch, Morata. People saying Lukaku's first touch was bad, but oh my God, Morata. That was so bad. I'd have to go with, well, they've given it to him. Emirates man of the match is Hazard. I'd go with that as well. I think he's run the show today. Giroud was good as well, but for me, Hazard has been the main man for Chelsea. Yeah, he's not scored, but he's created and he's held the ball up, etc. Very well, very well. So he got the assist as well. So yeah, I think I'd give that to him as well. Guys, 8 subscribers until 27,350, which would mean we'd get 100 today, which would be absolutely fantastic. So George Carl says Morata is so crap. Yeah, he's just bad, isn't it? Dylan says, where is Mark? Well, you're joining the stream slightly late, mate, because we're 2 minutes into 5 minutes of stoppage time. But he's not, well, I do content on this channel, so you must, I don't know, not streaming is where Mark is. Lukaku's first touch is better than Morata. Well, Jesus, that first touch by Morata there was absolutely dreadful, wasn't it? Dreadful. Jose versus Chelsea. Can't wait to see that final. Me too, mate. Where do you think Lewandowski should go if he had to move? Well, he's getting on a bit now, isn't he? I think, I don't know. Maybe Chelsea, you know. I could see him go to Chelsea. City have 2-0 up in 16 minutes against Swansea. I mean, the league's over. But still continue to be a very good side, City. Morata's a header merchant. Without crosses and behind the defence, he's nothing. Could say that about Lukaku. Who will win the Champions League? Liverpool. I don't want it to happen though. Liverpool, Real Madrid. I think it'll be Liverpool, Real Madrid final, and then I don't know. I've just got a feeling of Liverpool. I don't know why. I could just imagine. I don't know. I'm not basing that on anything. I just think, obviously, if you had to bet, if I was a betting man, I'd go Real Madrid because Champions League experience, fantastic, best players in the world, been there before, nerves won't get to them, but I just feel there's something in this year's Champions League which makes me think that Liverpool will win it. 3.5 minutes into the 5 minutes of stoppage time, so it will be full time at any minute now. Oh, I can tell you actually in exactly a minute and 20 seconds time. So, but Chelsea coming forward here. It's been a good game. I'll give my match review, as that's a foul. Yeah, and my match review is basically first half. Southampton defended quite well, to be fair to them. Chelsea didn't really create too much. Their game plan seemed to work Southampton. But I don't know, they weren't showing any signs of getting forward. Second half starts, it was clear that Southampton weren't concentrating, and in 30 seconds into the second half, Chelsea score. From then on, Southampton have had 15-20 minutes after that goal where they showed signs. They had like 4 or 5 corners in a row where I thought they could punish Chelsea, but they didn't, and that's the main thing. Chelsea then regained possession, started to win the ball back a little bit, got men forward, interrupted that flow that Southampton had built up, and from then on, there was no coming back from Southampton. It was a fantastic cross for the goal by Azpilicueta, and a good header as well, but it was a good substitution. You can't fault Conte for that. Brings Giroud off, and from Morata, and Morata scores within, 2 minutes of being on. So, yeah, it's been an okay game. First half was poor, but second half has been quite end-to-end, so it's been quite enjoyable to watch. Hence why I've not necessarily interacted with you guys as much, but the game should be done in any second now. I mean, it's 5 minutes exactly now. So we'll have to wait and see. I'm going to wait for the referee to blow his whistle and then call it a day. But thanks everyone for joining me. Massively appreciate it. We didn't hit 27,350, but we got very, very close indeed. So yeah, thanks for everyone for joining. It is full time. I shall see you. Well, guys, get involved because this week is a massive week. I'll be streaming on Tuesday for Liverpool versus Roma. Mark will be back on Wednesday for Bayern Munich versus Real Madrid. Then Thursday, one of us will be doing Atletico Arsenal. We've got the World Cup to come. We've got transfer shows to come as well. So get involved. Thanks everyone for joining me, and I'll see you soon.